Hello, Gooners. Hello, football fans, and welcome to In the North Bank. And we are previewing week 1 of the new Premier League, which starts on Saturday. And I've got 2 guests with me tonight. My first guest is Dan. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. We won't hold it against him. Someone's got to be.
Yeah, someone got to be.
How you doing, Dan?
I'm very well, mate. I mean, it's my debut on the show as well, so appreciate it being here and looking forward to having a chat with you too.
Oh, mate, no, I'm looking forward to this. I'm only joking. Everybody's got to support somebody, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? And then,
it could
of
be
course,
a lot worse.
It could, mate. It really could. And then, of course, we have got, you know him, the God amongst men, Statman Richard. How you doing, bro?
Brilliant, mate. And yourself?
Yeah, I can't grumble, mate. All looking forward to doing this show. As I say, it's a preview show for this week's games, and we're going to break it down quite in depth, to be quite honest with you, aren't we? So, shall we crack on? You've got an intro you want to do, haven't you, Richard? Right, there you go.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, go for it.
When you're ready. Finally over. The silence of summer is about to be shattered by the roar of the crowd, the shrill of the referee's whistle, and the return of the best league in the world. Every team starts clean slate, and the summer's worth of optimism fueling their ambitions. But not all starts are created equal. Long before the managers have picked their first starting 11, has already played its hand, dealing out fortunes and misfortunes. It's a silent master of the opening weekend, setting the stage for windows and immediate villains, for dream starts and absolute debuts. Forget the pre-season predictions in May or who might be dropping down. The first, most immediate story of any who lands the first punch and who's on the ropes after just 90 minutes. Record on the players and the teams who have been handed a golden ticket for opening day and those staring.
Oh, Rich, you froze, mate. Try again, you froze.
Here. Clear. Here are the clear winners and lose one.
Nice one, mate. Thank you. You froze a bit at the end.
Yeah,
there.
I did.
Sorry,
yeah, it froze just a little bit.
Yeah. But
which is
we get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I've got a comment already, guys. I better bring this up before we even start. Why do I feel like I'm at a funeral? I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue, Gavin.
Who's
Gavin? That? Hello, Gavin. Thanks for being in the chat. I don't know why you feel like you're at a funeral because we're not wearing black, bro. But there we go. Keep coming in the chat, mate. Say what you want to say. That's fine. Right. So before we go on, please give us a like, a share, and a subscribe. And Dan, I'll let you advertise your channel at the end if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah, no problem. Right. So first game this weekend, Liverpool, Bournemouth. Right. That's going to be the first game. That's on Friday, 8 o'clock. Yeah. So the champions kick off at 8 o'clock on Friday. They've had 14. They've got rid of 14 players. So 14 players out and 8 players in. And 2 of those important players are Wirtz and Ekitike. I always have trouble saying his name. Ekitike. Dan, as the guest, we'll go to you first. Liverpool versus Bournemouth. What's your thoughts on it, mate?
I'll be honest with you, it's like 2 teams. It's like when you look at Liverpool, they seem to strengthen really well with the recruitment. I mean, some of their signings think, wow, they mean business this summer. Whereas Bournemouth, they seem to got rid of a lot of their main players from last season that got them to where they were. So there's like 2 different teams. But I think right side of that, looking at this game, thinking Liverpool got to be firm favourites, champions. They're literally going to be wanting to set the mark. Bournemouth, yeah, fair enough, they lost a couple of players, but I mean, I could be completely wrong. I'm thinking, me saying, yeah, they lose all the best players, but I mean, they might have something up the sleeve. So I think it will be an interesting first game to see how both teams set off.
Cool, mate. Richard, before I come to you, Bournemouth. Let me see. 10 players out, 4 players in. Important players. Hujin is out, and Kirkes. Two important players. Your thoughts on it, mate?
Yeah, they have lost Kirkes, and which is probably the backbone of that defence. They don't do well against Liverpool traditionally, and Liverpool do a really good team for them to against. I've gone for a Liverpool win like opening day with those signings, and I've gone 3-0 in my predictions there. So I don't see anything other than a Liverpool win.
I'm sorry, Dan. I forgot to ask you your prediction, mate. I apologise. What's your prediction?
I reckon they'll be Liverpool win myself. I think they're going to be too swan enough, and I think they want to kick on, especially after their defeat last week. Well, last week on Sunday against Palace. I think it's going to be I reckon a 3-0 win, Liverpool.
Okay, cool. Don't forget, guys, in the chat, put your predictions in as well. We're interested to see what you think. Richard, just to let you know, Hente's joined us. Hello, Hente. Thanks for joining us, mate. And of course, here he is.
Hi, Hente.
The biggest Scotsman you've ever seen in your life, Mark. Good to see you, mate. I hope it's going well in Preston. But anyway, we're going to carry on. Yeah. Where are we? Liverpool, Bournemouth. Yes. Do you know what? I really want Bournemouth to beat Liverpool, but I don't see it. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. Okay. So the next one, we'll move straight on, is Aston Villa, Newcastle. So before I come to you guys, I'll just Aston Villa have, is it 21 out? They've had a massive clear out. They've got 5 in. Important players is Redmond and Ozcan. And then what we got? Who was the other team? I said Newcastle. Newcastle. Now they're a bit contentious, aren't they, at the moment? 8 out, 5 in. Rambo's going to be an important player for them, and I'm sorry to say it, Dan. Ilanga's going to be an important player for them as well, I think. But I'll let you talk about that in a moment. Mark's gone for 3-0 on the Liverpool thing, so we'll just show that. Sorry, guys, I'm just bringing that up. And we've got another message from Gavin. Didn't mean it in a horrible way. Felt like his speech was more like a season finishing, not starting. Well,
no, that's fair enough. I'll work on that.
It'll work, Gavin. He'll work on that for you, mate. No problem. Right. So, Richard, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Aston Villa, Newcastle, mate. Thoughts?
Well, I think the fact that Isak's not going to be playing is massive. These two generally take points off each other, and it's really
Rich, you've lost, mate. You're gonna have to drop out and drop back in again, mate.
But
oh no, you're back.
I'm giving.
Back. Sorry, you dropped.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's. I think Villa shade this just because of the fact that Newcastle aren't having an Isak, so I'm going for a 2-0 Villa.
Fair enough. Mr. Tom, you obviously didn't get my message on X, mate. I wondered if you wanted to come on, but maybe another time, fella. 0-0 Villa Newcastle for Mark. Okay, that's cool. Dan, your thoughts on Villa Newcastle and Elanga going to Newcastle? What's it all about, bro?
I mean, I think Elanga going there, it'd be a massive signing for them. I think Elanga going there thinking, I'm going to play up top with Isak like they do for Sweden. You think Gordon one win, Elanga another win. You think sort of top. You're thinking they're going to be one of the most threatening attacking lines in the Premier League. But obviously the whole Isak thing and how he's not wanting to play for the club again. I think it doesn't help Newcastle at all, and especially with Callum Wilson leaving and with the other striker they got, they only scored 1 goal. It don't fill me with optimism with Newcastle. Yeah, fair enough, they have got a quite a good midfield. Like, we all know that. I think Gordon's with one of the good players. Obviously got Elanga, but I can't see where the goals come in. Yeah, fair enough. Elanga's been on form like this year, but I mean, can Eddie Howe get the best out of him like Mino did? We have to wait and see on that one. But I think they can't really rely on Elanga too much, or Gordon, because they're not out and out strikers. Whereas Villa, yeah, they've got Watkins, they've got quite a good midfield. But I think Villa might just shade it. It's probably be a 1-0 or 2-1.
Okay, cool. Just checking with Gavin here. Is this the Aston Villa Newcastle score, Gavin? I'm assuming it is, mate. Mr. Tom, I apologise. I only just got it. No problem, mate. Not a problem. And he wants to say hello to Mark, so I thought I'd put that on the screen. Okay, so Newcastle, Aston Villa. 0-0, I think. That's all I'm going to say on it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we've got quite a bit to get through. Next is Brighton Fulham. And before I come to you, Dan, I'm going to find out what Brighton have 15 players out, 9 players in. Ramming in, Pedro out. Now, that isn't actually, I'm not making a joke there. The lad is called Ramming. All right, so ramming in.
Sad that you've been baited.
Yeah, ramming in, Pedro out. Okay.
It's a shame they didn't have a pulling out in.
Yeah, pulling in and out. Yeah. And then Fulham have got 9 players out. They've only brought 1 in. And important players for them were Vinicius, and he's gone, but Willian. So, Dan, your thoughts on? I've forgotten who it was now. Jesus. Brighton Fulham, mate. Sorry about that.
I mean, we played Fulham in pre-season, and I mean, they played literally kids first half, and they went 2-0. And second half, I wouldn't say I know it's pre-season and that, but I wouldn't. Too impressed because we look better than them. But I think Fulham on the day with Marco Silva, I think they can't beat anyone quite comfortably. I mean, I know they got Jimenez up front, and he's a striker that easily for they got Iwobi there. Then got other players that can be harmful. I think Brighton, obviously they lost Pedro, but I mean Brighton is that sort of team that they always find these gems, give them a season, and they bounce back. So I think I can see this one being like a 2-2 because I think the big goals in it. They both played really good football, but it's too tactical for me. So I think a nice steady 2-2.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Richard, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is my first draw in this lot, and we had 2. Their head-to-heads are very, very close. A lot of draws between a lot of home wins, a lot of and not many away wins for either team. So it's really close, and I'm thinking first up it will be a draw.
Okay, I'm going 2-1 Brighton. I just think Brighton have got something about them that they can just pull it out of the bag. I just want to put up this comment by Mr. Tom Richard. Sorry, Leeds dominated AC Milan. I think Arsenal should be scared. I believe we beat them, didn't we?
Yeah,
I believe we beat them.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
scared.
beat AC
Milan. Sorry, Mr. Tom. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. Right, so we're going to go on to the next game, guys. So that is Sunderland West Ham. So we've got Sunderland West Ham now. So I'm going to read out some stuff about Sunderland West Ham. What they got? 5 out and 11 in, I think it is. I think, and theirs is obviously the most important player I think they've signed in a very, very long time is the X-Man, Granit Xhaka. I think he'll be an absolute brilliant signing for them at £20 million. I think that's £20 million well spent. He will strengthen their midfield. And then they've got, excuse me if I murder some of these names, Guiu, Guiu. Am I saying that right? Guiu?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. That will do. Okay. So, and then what was the other team with Sunderland? I'm having
West Ham.
West Ham. That was it. West Ham. Okay, West Ham. 16 out, 6 in. Zuma and Ings are 2 players that they've lost, which could be important. So there you go. Rich, I'm going to come to you first, mate.
Yeah, Xhaka in, Sunderland at home. West Ham's lost a lot, and Potter's okay, but I've gone for a draw there. I think I've gone for a 2-2. Desmond.
Desmond, thanks very much. Thanks very much. Right, Des Lydon. Right, what's your thoughts on it, Dan?
I think right, Saturday. I think Sunderland's first home Premier League game. I think they're going to be up for it. They've been out of the Premier League for such a long time. Massive club, not as big as Newcastle, but they are a massive club up north. The West Ham, yeah, they've lost lots of players. They still got Giles Bowen, but I think Sunderland, they don't have that momentum from going up. I think being at Stadium Light, I think Sunderland would just edge it 2-1 personally, just because obviously first game back being at Stadium of Light, and that momentum they have.
Yeah, that's fair enough, bro. I'll go and be honest with you. I think Sunderland could win this 1-0. I think they're just going to nick it. I think Sunderland, I've got to say good things about Sunderland, even though I live in Newcastle. I've got a few mates that are Sunderland supporters, but you can't say that Sunderland are bigger than Newcastle up here, mate. You know what I mean?
And I don't want to upset any.
No, I know that, mate. To all football fans out there, we're not trying to upset you. Remember, this is just an opinions. I think Sunderland will beat West Ham 1-0. I really do. I think they'll just nick it.
Mm. Yeah, same here. I think they will just edge it.
Yeah. Mr. Tom's got a good point here. Sunderland could have 6 points in the first 2 weeks. They go to Burnley in week 2, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, Mr. Tom. That is definitely a possibility, mate. Right, so we've done that. We've done Sunderland, West Ham. We're now on Tottenham Hotspurs, Spuds, against Burnley. So let me read out the facts I've got about Tottenham Hotspurs and Burnley. So we'll start with Tottenham Hotspurs. 18 out, I apologise. They've had a bit of a clear out as well, and 7 in. Important players, Tell, I think, is going to be an important player. Son was an important player, but he's gone, obviously. I wish him all the best. He was a good servant to the Spurs. Just 1 second. And Burnley, there we go. Burnley, where are you? 10 out, 13 in. So they've had quite a clear out, but they've got quite a few in. I've got down for them Riley and is that Trafford? Have I got that right, Rich?
Yeah, CJ Riley and James Trafford going back to Man City.
So who did I start with last time? Did I start with you, Dan, or did I start with Rich? It doesn't matter. I'll go with you, Dan. Let me know what you think on the Spurs Burnley game, mate.
I'm going to try not upset many of you Arsenal fans on here with what I'm going to say, but I think when I look at it, Spurs, I think obviously they're not to be firm favourites for winning this game, right? Outside of that, because obviously Burnley just came up, Spurs are at home, but Spurs could quite easily do a Spurs there as well, if we're being honest. We all know that.
Mate, if you're saying Spurs are going to do a Spurs, you're not going to upset any Arsenal fans in here, mate.
I think Spurs should win. They should win quite comfortably, 2-3-0. But you never know. Because Burnley, fair enough, they came up and they got the momentum. But Bartel, Walker, I wouldn't say that they've strengthened as good as Sunderland, if I look at it.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's cool. Richard, what's your thoughts on it, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. And day win for Spurs. Thomas Frank in charge. Some decent recruitment. Well, miss Maddison because of the ACL, but I think that'll be but Burnley last solid in the Championship, but this is a level up. 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. See, as much as I want Spurs, as Dan has said, to do a Spursy, 2-1 Spurs, and I'm saying it through gritted teeth. I really am. But I want them to do a Spursy. I'd love Burnley to flip that round and make it 2-1 Burnley. But realistically, I think it's going to be 2-1 Spurs. So I think you're right. Yeah. Good shout, Dan. Good shout. Good shout, Rich. And everybody in the chat, let us know what you think, as always. Right. So that was Tottenham Burnley. We're now on to Wolves Man City. Wolves Man City. Right. Before I go to you, Rich, I'm just going to do my bit. 16 out for Wolves, 5 in. Important players that I've written down are Cunha, who's gone, and Lopez, who they've brought in. And Man City, 9 out, 6 in. For me, important players that they've both gone really, but they're important players, KDB and Walker. Richard, give us your thoughts on that one, mate.
Yeah, I think Cunha and Aiton Nori going to. I think even though City aren't going to be the City of past, they'll have too much for Wolves on the opening day, and I'll take them to win 2-1.
So that's City 2-1, yeah. Dan, yeah. Your thoughts, bro?
Literally what Rich said there enough. I think the loss of Cunha will be massive for Wolves. I think if they still had Cunha in going into Saturday, I think I would have definitely had a really good chance. But I think Man City after last season, I think they're going to be biting at the bullet to make a good start and make a statement. So I can see it being a 2-1 Man City as well.
Fair enough. Man City, oh mate. Again, I want Man City beat. Pulling at my heartstrings a bit, this one is. If they, I agree with you guys actually. If they still had Cunha, it might be a different game. But I'm going to go 3-0. Before we carry on, guys, Mark has gone 4-0 to City. And Mr. Tom's got a bit of breaking news apparently. Breaking news: neither Spurs or Arsenal are willing to pay the Eze asking price of 68 million. Right, okay, thanks for that. That's going to make things interesting in Mr. Tom, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Can I just say as well, Hente, it's great to have you back, mate. But have you had a rush of blood to the head? 5-0 Spurs.
Yeah. I can see.
Yeah,
they're home and
I can see what he's saying. I can see what he's saying. I'm only joking, Hente. All right, keep it coming, mate. I think Wolves are going to win to Mr. Tom. So fair play, Mr. Tom. That's all right. I would like to see Wolves win. I've got to be honest. I would like to see Wolves win. I think Man City are too strong for them. If they did still have Cunha, I think it would be a different story. Do you know what I mean? I think you guys basically said the same, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. So who are we up to next? Let's have a look. That was Man City and Wolves. We're now at Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Now this could be interesting, right? Chelsea, Crystal Palace. So Chelsea, 17 players out. They've had a bit of a clear out again. 8 players in. The people I wrote down as important are Delap and Pedro. That's a large clear out by Chelsea, guys. And then we've got Crystal Palace, obviously, yeah. So Crystal Palace, 11 out, 2 in. I've put Eze because I still feel he's going to go, whether he goes to us or whether he goes to Tottenham, he's going to go. He could go somewhere else, I don't know. And I've also put as an important player, Schlupp. I thought he was a good player for Chelsea. Crystal Palace. Dan, what's your thoughts on this one, mate?
I think this one will be a really good game. I know we've got Man U Arsenal as well that same day as well, but I think Chelsea Palace. I think Palace they're going to be a high part, obviously, of what happened in Europe. Obviously, they wouldn't do Community Shield against Liverpool. I mean, they could have easily quite won it at the end against Liverpool. I know they've got Eze still. They've got that striker. They've got that Warburton who's, for his age, he looks like a very intelligent player. Obviously, Chelsea, like they have got really good players there. But I think if Palace that turns up last couple of games like they did against Liverpool, I think tough one actually. I don't know. I think Palace might nick it 2-1. I really do.
Palace might nick it 2-1. What with Cole Palmer and everybody? Do you 2-1? No, fair enough. You're entitled to your opinion, mate. Richard, your thoughts?
Yeah, I've gone for a draw. The reason is that Chelsea have bought well, and their pre-season for them, and coming off the back of a Club World Cup, they seem to just to be ticking a bit. But Palace are also on the high, and they will want to prove that they really should have been in the Europa League this season. So I've gone for them to get a point at Stamford Bridge.
Okay, so you're going for a draw, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Right, that's my thoughts on that one. Let's see. Do you know what? Chelsea are strong. If Palmer's playing, they've got a chance. Palace are on a high at the moment, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 trophies in one season. So, yeah, mate, I'm going to go 1-1. 1-1. I think I'm going to go a draw as well. But Palace could nick it, in all fairness. But I'm going to go 1-1 for that one. Yeah, definite. Okay, here we go. So we've just done Chelsea. We're now on to your team, Dan. Hey. So it's Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Right, Brentford information. Let's have a look. 11 out, 6 in. Kelleher has come in, and Henderson. Important players. That's who I wrote down. Rich, you can add a few more if you want to when you have your say, mate. So that's the Brentford, and then we're going to look at Nottingham Forest. Let's have a look. 13 out. That's a lot out, Dan, and 5 in. They're going to miss Elanga, but I like the look of this Jesus lad. So, Dan, as it's your team, I'm going to let you go first, mate. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, it's been a massive clear out. I mean, most of them players, I've been saying that I've been expecting them to go, because we got rid of Matt Turner, Danilo, them sort of like swap players where I think, yeah, they've done good for us for what they needed, but now where we want to go, they probably won't be a part of it. Losing Orlando, like I said, is massive for us, especially with how we played last season. But I think this season, especially with Orlando gone, we brought Endori in, we brought Jesus in, we brought Cunha in at the minute. I mean, Nuno is trying to expand our football, so we're playing a lot more possession-based football than from what we used to. But I know we're set to looking at bringing players in now. Now we know what UEFA competition we're in. I quite like the look at Andoria. I think he's going to be a player. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, I'm really looking forward to looking at him, and especially with that sort of front forward, Chris Ward, Gibbs, Callum, and Andoria. I think it's quite a exciting front four from what I know last season we had that with Orlando, but I think this season, especially with JC's being in there as well, it makes it a lot more exciting because we've not had that squad depth last season with what we have with JC. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I think defensively, it's that what made us so good last season. We've added Cunha and he's looks really comfortable. And obviously we've got Elliot Anderson and he's the Geordie Maradona, as they call him.
No, I like that. That's cool. So are you going to give me a score for that one, mate?
I mean, if Thomas Frank wouldn't have left to join Spurs, I reckon that could have been quite easy to draw. But because they lost Frank, they lost Mbembe, lost Nordra to obviously
to the greatest team in the league. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, great. Yeah, the best team in North London.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah.
Very diplomatic.
Yeah. I think because obviously they got Keith Andrews in, he's been around football for a while, but management. I mean, I might be talking Vinny, and they might prove me wrong, but I think I don't know. I reckon first day down at City Ground, I think 3-1 Forest.
3-1 Forest. Okay, cool. Not bad. Rich, before I come to you, I'm just going to put a message up from Emerson. Evening, Des Richard and the Nottingham Forest fan. He's called Dan Emerson. There you go. Just fill that in for you. Man United 1, Arsenal 2, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 2. Okay, mate. Can I just say as well before I go to Richard, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you at the weekend, mate. When we were down at the Emirates.
Yes, it is. Always a pleasure to catch up with Emerson.
Yeah. When we was watching the Athletic game where Arsenal won 3-0, where Gyökeres scored his first goal with his head. He couldn't score with his head, remember? Nearly had 2 goals, but hit the post. But anyway, I do digress. It was an absolute pleasure to meet you, mate. And next time we will get some more. We will get some pictures with you. Things just went a bit funny in the afternoon, and we couldn't get back to you. But we'll sort it out properly for next time, mate. Okay. Right. Okay. Richard, your thoughts, please, on the Forest.
No, I think because of all those departures and Keith Andrews. I mean, if you listen to TalkSport, I think it was Martin O'Neill was quite derogatory on and didn't rate, and he was in the Irish setup as an assistant manager. During that period, O'Neill was in charge, so the guy's got a little bit of knowledge about football, so I can't see anything from the Forest home win up coming here. I've gone 2-0.
Cool, lovely. 2-0 Forest was that?
Yeah.
Like you say, guys, I think having Frank leave, it's going to make a big difference to Brentford. I don't even know who's taken over, to be quite honest with you. I should know, but I don't.
It's Keith Andrews.
Is it?
Yeah. He was their set piece coach. The only backroom staff member Thomas Frank didn't take with him. I think that says a lot as well.
Yeah, that does, doesn't it? They've lost Mbemo. I'm going to go 2-1 Forest, actually. Yeah, 2-1 Forest, I think. Right, we're on to the big one. Well, the big one for me and Richard anyway. Sunday.
Big one on the Sunday.
Man United, Arsenal at Old Trafford. So let me just give you the facts, guys, before I go. So I'm going to go to Richard first on this one when I'm done. Yeah, so Man United. Let's see what have I put down for Man United. 11 out, 4 in. Important players in. Sesko and Mbemo. Yeah, Sesko has taken the number 30, and now we're going to see if he does live up to the hype. But he's going to be doing it for Man U instead of Arsenal. So, Richard, your thoughts on Arsenal Man U, bro?
Well, the most it is a draw with 1-1 with 22 of the fixtures being 1-1 between the two, and our record at Old Trafford, 97 games, played 50 times, we've won 18 or 29. It's not very good at Old Trafford, and even though we've got a better team, that I've gone for the draw 1-1. My heart says it's going to be a thing, but the gambler in me says a draw.
Fair enough.
And I've gone with the gambler.
Obviously, for our Arsenal, the most important players come in as Gyökeres and Zubi for me. Is it the same for you, Richard? Or
oh yeah, Zubimendi. He will be signing of the summer for me. Just because of the price we got him at, he's easily worth another 30 million on top of what we paid for him. And you, as the season goes on, you'll just see this guy's second to Rodri, and there isn't anyone better than Rodri.
Well, he's not second to Rodri now, mate, because Rodri's injured, so he might be first.
Yeah, but he'll be the best. He'll be the best DM in the league while Rodri's not around.
Yeah, totally. Dan, your thoughts on it, bro?
I think now I know it's at Old Trafford. Obviously, I think Man United are going to be up for it because obviously it's Man U Arsenal. I mean, the history of the game. I don't have to go on about this match. Arsenal strengthened well with the signings that they brought in, as you guys said. Man United strengthened quite well as well, especially up top. But I think if Arsenal can actually minimise the front three, I think, and literally execute the weaknesses from Man U, I think they should win it, really. But like Rich said, it's last couple of times it's been 1-1. Man United will be up for it defensively because of the magnitude of the game. So I think I've probably say 1-1 as well, just because last couple of times, and it's a big game for both teams. And I think the pressure will be on Arsenal, especially the last couple of seasons, and especially with like Liverpool and everyone with their games. But I think I just can't see Man U wanting to lose the first game against Arsenal. So yeah, 1-1.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm going to agree with my man here. I'm going to say 3-1. And the reason I'm going to say 3-1 is because, that, to be honest, right, I look at it this way. Man United haven't really changed their back four, and their back four last season was awful. I genuinely think we're so much stronger up front now because we've got a striker. I think we're too strong in the midfield. If we can keep the, like you say, if we can keep the Man United strike force quiet, it's I think it's, we're not as scared of Man U. I don't know if we were ever scared of Man U, but from a fan point of view, we're not as scared of Man U now as we ever have been. It's just another game, really. I don't know what the chat thinks. Mark, do you agree with me? It's just another game, or is it more important? I just think we're stronger. I think we're better. We're stronger. Gyökeres, we're going to be doing this a lot this season. Honestly, we're going to be doing that a lot. Yeah, you know it, Dan. You know it.
I know it.
we're going to be doing that a lot this season, and there's still hope that more players are going to come in, and obviously we've got to get rid of a few, and that's going to happen as well. But I just think we're too strong for Man U at the moment. And after the season they had last season, they're going to try harder, but I just don't think they're going to try hard enough. And I think we should win them. I think we'll beat them 3-1. And that's my honest opinion on it. Emerson.
Yeah, I do think Arsenal, I think you will edge it. I think if the Arsenal attack that we know turns out, I think you guys will bliss them away right side of that. If I'm being honest, yeah.
I want to throw one more thing in that before we move on to the final game of the week. I want to throw one more thing in there. Martin Zubimendi, right? You know how we sing, we got Declan Rice for half price? Yeah, Richard?
Yeah.
We got Zubimendi for a bargain as well. And I tell you now, the man is like a ghost. You don't even know he's there. He just appears. He does his job. He does his job. And on Saturday, we had Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Zubimendi in midfield, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. It was a great game to be at. So I genuinely think we're just too good. I really do. And I know we're Arsenal fans, and it sounds really biased, but that's just how I'm feeling. Mark's just got something to say. More important for them, we have moved on for them. We will concentrate on job in hand, and we will be trying to keep the rivalry up. Very true, Mark. That's it. You can't put it any other way, mate. One thing I will guarantee, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go 3-1. I'm genuinely going to go 3-1. Right, lads, we've actually come to the last game of the week. We've done quite well here. It's gone quicker than I thought it would. But we're up to the last game of the week this weekend. Well, it's actually on Monday. So, Mr. Tom, you better get your thoughts in the comments, mate. It's Leeds United on Monday night, 8 o'clock against Everton. So before we go on, Leeds United, what did I put for you guys? Now, Mr. Tom, if you don't agree with what I say here, it was just what I've written down as notes, okay? So if you're not happy with it, tough. Only joking. So you've got 9 players out and 8 players in, and you've got the lad from Everton, Calvert-Lewin, in.
Yeah, I think that was today, but that was confirmed.
And Longstar. Now they're the two that I've written down as important players. Mr. Tom, let us know in the oh my god. Let us know in the chat what you think, mate. Mark's coming after you. He's saying Leeds 0, Everton 7. Have a word with him, Mr. Tom. Have a word.
Have a stern word.
Yeah.
Call him Papa Smurf.
Dan, I'm going to come to you, mate, with the Leeds Everton game, mate.
You know what? I think that couldn't have been the better Monday night game at all of them. I think Leeds, obviously, we all know Leeds with the fan base. They came up like they did. I think they built for it, Leeds. I know they haven't strengthened really well. My sister boyfriend is a Leeds fan, and he's been quite deflated with the transfer market. But I mean, Everton obviously they signed Jack Grealish. They got David Moyes as manager. We all know how David Moyes go about his business with how he sets his team. So I think Leeds will be up for it. Obviously, with first game back in the Premier League, but I think with Grealish being in there, I think Everton will just edge it, and I think it'll be a 2-0.
2-0 to Everton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you right there. Yeah, Everton. Go on, Richard. What's your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of Daniel Farke, but I think Elland Road first night back in under the lights with a TV, Leeds will get a 1-1 draw. I just think Everton don't really have a what you call a top goal scorer, and getting goals will be their problem. That's why I think Leeds will get that draw from them.
So you've been very conservative with your predictions, Richard. Is there a reason why?
It's a first. It's a first, and as I said, I mean, I've got Leeds as my team to beat the drop this season out of the ones that have come up. Okay. Because they've done it before, and it's just. I mean, we were talking earlier. If one of those relegated teams get to 10 games and they've got 11 points, they've always stayed up.
Fair enough.
So I'm looking at that, and I just think Leeds, quality-wise, squad-wise, have got the best squad out of those three.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I agree with Rich on that, because I said it to quite a lot of people. If at the three clubs, I think Leeds are probably more equipped to stay up. I mean, I think Sunderland got quite a decent chance if they can keep up with the pack, but I can't see Burnley doing it. So I think Leeds probably got the best chance, and I think Sunderland got a really off chance to stay up. But depending on how they are going into the last 10 games.
That's cool. I understand. I get where you're coming from. I'm just wondering why Richard was being so conservative. That's all. But it's his opinion, so it's cool. I'm not saying you're wrong, Rich. I was just questioning it. That's all.
Yeah.
Mark says, don't let me put a coupon on this week. Mark, how are we going to stop you putting a coupon on, right? When Richard's in Portsmouth, Dan's in Nottingham, and I'm in Newcastle. You told us at the weekend to stop you buying the new third kit for Arsenal, and it didn't quite work out, did it? So, yeah, good luck. Right, my thoughts on it. Everton. Greenish is there. I think it's a good move for him. Yeah, I think he'll make a big difference for Everton. Like you guys, though, I agree. I've got Leeds to stay up out the three that have come up. I think, like you guys have said, they're better prepared. They might have better money. But their manager isn't that bad. He's been there before as well, so that might mean something. Everton Leeds. 2-1 Everton, but I wouldn't mind if it was the other way round for Leeds. If I'm totally honest with you, yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Everton. But if it flipped, it wouldn't bother me, you know. So Emerson, Aston Villa 2, Newcastle 2, Brighton 2, and Fulham 1. Thank you, Emerson. Appreciate your scores there, mate. Hope you're keeping well. Hope your skip thing is going well as well. Right, guys, we've actually come to the end of this one. I think we've covered all the games. Is there anything anybody else would like to say before they go about any of the games? Got anything you want to say?
No, I mean, I think I'm done.
It's up to Dan.
Dan. We got to get Dan.
Not really. I mean,
I think we've covered it quite well, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, we covered it quite extensively without elaborating. I think we've done it quite evenly as well. Like, we're not.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. That's cool.
That's cool. Much. Like, I think we've done quite well on covering a lot of the games quite extensively, but overdoing it.
Right, that's cool. Right, well, I'll do the outros then, guys, and we'll call this one, yeah? So, thank you to everyone who's been in the chat. Mark, Emerson, Gavin. If I miss you out, Mr. Tom, Hente. If I've missed you out, I apologise, but thank you for being in the chat. Everybody watching, big thank you. It's going to be a good weekend of football. I think we're all going to enjoy it. There is a watch-along on Sunday for the Arsenal-Man U game on this channel, so get along for that. We'll be posting that later on. Smile? I am smiling. What are you on about? Dan, where can people find you, bro?
I'm on YouTube, Talk Forest TV. I'm on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the usual socials, as to call it. Talk Forest TV. I post a lot of socials about like a lot of Forest content. On YouTube, I do a lot of Forest coverage, like match previews, reviews. I do a lot of shorts, a lot of videos. I do lives at night. I mean, I'm going live at 8 o'clock myself tonight. I try and do a lot more Premier League content as well in general, like we have done on air tonight. So I do TikTok live as well. So I'm quite extensive on a lot of the thing. I think I posted a link in the chat as well. So
that's cool, mate. That's cool. So
if you like to listen to my nonsense, do head over and subscribe. I'm on my way to 4K as well.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. And it's Talk Forest TV, yeah? Guys, go over and give Dan a sub, mate. Help a brother out. You know what I mean? And we'll have you on again, mate. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to come on whenever you guys need me as well. And especially when we play each other.
Yeah, mate, that'd be brilliant. Thanks for your time tonight. Richard, thanks for your time as always. Hello, Jazz. How you doing, sweetheart? You right?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Right. Good. So, as again, big thank you to everybody watching. Big thank you to everybody who's been on the show, in the chat. Please go at, I'm going to put the link in the chat. If you could go over to Kick and give me a like, give me a follow, that would be absolutely brilliant. If you've got the time, I'd much appreciate it. But until the next show, guys, take care of yourselves, enjoy yourselves, love each other. And for some reason, the thing don't want to go over. There we go. Love each other. Be nice to each other. Peace. We're out of there.